Hi guys, Wayne's Butler here. Before we get into this video, hope you guys don't get too tired of seeing me, but there's just way too much going on, at least in the world of Batman this weekend, or today anyways in particular. First I want to start talking about this weather. I mean, today was probably one of the hottest days that I've experienced in quite some time. It's like really super humid up here. It's hotter than two rats screwed on a wool sock, guys. I mean, it is like really super hot, and I do know along the eastern seaboard of the States, I think they're still without power, a lot of the area. So my heart goes out to them. Thankfully, Canada did send down a large crew of hydro workers to try to get the hydro back on. So if any of you guys are watching this video now or at some point in the future from that particular area, you know, my heart goes out to you. So anyways, let's get into the big news, the DX12. I don't know what to say, guys. I am busting. I am coming apart at the seams. You guys know how much I love Batman, and I've always been wanted an accurate representation of the Dark Knight suit, and particularly the Dark Knight Rises suit. There are some differences, but overall they're the same. Now, the DX02 is a very good figure. Now, don't get me wrong. You know, it's when you look at it up on your shelf, it's definitely a good-looking figure. But I always knew that it wasn't completely accurate. There was a lot of inaccuracies with the DX02. But with this DX12, I mean, they've done everything with the fabric undersuit, the plating on top of the fabric undersuit. I'm a little bit nervous on how that's attached. I hope there's no peeling. But I'm confident. You got to think positive. I mean, everything about the figure. Now, I know a lot of you guys out there are going to be nitpicking the figure. I've already, you know, found a few things that aren't completely accurate, but you got to remember, guys, this is a 1/6 scale figure, and you're always going to have limitations when you're creating something that is 1:1 and you're shrinking it down to 1/6 scale. And we do love our articulation, and there are going to be some variances in the figure, so you know we can get articulation. So there's always going to be limitations and trade-offs. But I think overall this is a fabulous figure. I think we should all get it. I know a lot of you guys who didn't get the DX02 are probably the luckiest ones, because now, you know, they can get a figure that perfectly represents the Batman. Now, hopefully, we'll get what we see. I know Hot Toys has been very good at giving us typically what we see in the pictures, so I'm pretty confident again in that particular area. And I mean, as far as the suit goes, I mean, as accurate, in my opinion, as a 1/6 scale figure, mass-produced, can recreate. The head sculpt, in particular, one of the most accurate Christian Bale head sculpts to date, in my opinion, right down to the mole on the nose, which I was quite surprised to see, because that's yet to be created. The head sculpt, or the cowl, perfect. It's fat and wide like it is in the movie, like it should always have been. I'm completely happy about that. Now, my biggest nervousness about this particular figure is the pier system. It's obviously you know, the new improved pier system, but my concern is how is it going to be accessed. I'm hoping to God there's no panel in the back of that head. I wouldn't mind it being magnetic. I mean, I'll actually do with a magnetic and they do, you know, come up from underneath like the DX02. I would prefer that over top of everything, because they have fixed the neck, thankfully, because that was, you know, the biggest contention with that particular area of the figure. So overall, guys, I mean, I'm busting. You know, I am busting. And apparently I've given out some misinformation, and I'm glad I've been wrong this time, but apparently it's not an April 2013 delivery. I know I was only going by information that was given to me, so, you know, forgive me for that, but like I say, I'm glad I was wrong. Apparently it looks like December. As you guys know, the pre-orders are already up on it. I've actually sent a message to one of the first Hong Kong sellers that I come across on eBay who has it up on pre-order. I want to know if he's going to be getting the figure early. I doubt that he'll actually tell me the truth. But I sent that out, so I'm curious to see if this particular, because if he is, I'm going to pre-order it today from the guy, but $286 or whatever it is, I can't remember exactly what it was under $300, free shipping. And that's good enough for me. And what else can I say about the figure? We got the Joker coming out in December 2, the 2.0. I'll be getting that. Now, there's actually a lot of figures coming out in December, so that kind of makes me a little nervous because Hot Toys usually only brings out a couple figures a month, traditionally. So we'll see how that kind of falls. I wouldn't be a bit surprised if we kind of roll into the beginning of 2013, because you know dates can sometimes be changed, but it's a lot better than April, because I wouldn't have been able to take that. I know I said on Dido Last's video that if I had to wait till April, that I wanted to be frozen in cryogenics right beside Walt Disney. Now, if you guys out there don't know what I'm talking about, back in the 70s, Walt Disney was rumored to be frozen in cryogenics. You know, they freeze them and then thaw them out, and they find whatever killed them, although smoking killed them. Something I should be thinking about. So anyways, that little funny little piece of trivia. But anyways, on a serious note, what's this video about? Well, I was talking to Lambo last night, like I do most nights. You know, I love Lambo, man. He gets me laughing like nobody else. He does impersonations that just have me roaring. So, you know, love to you there, bro. So anyways, we were talking about his video that he was doing, Ask Me Any Questions. Now, I actually thought it was a very good idea. And to the point where I think anybody who wants to do it, I think maybe I would like to see more of us do this Ask Us Any Type of Question video. There's not a whole lot been going on YouTube lately, and it was nice to see, you know, Clipper bring in a little bit of variety. You know, it was nice to see that. You know, it's something that YouTube needs. And you know, I've been watching more for sale videos, and it seems, than reviews. So anyways, we were talking about it, and I kind of asked his permission. I said to him, I said, buddy, you know, I don't want to look like I'm stealing your thunder, because I don't. And he said, no, by all means. And he actually agreed with me that he thought it was something that the community, if they thought it was something that they wanted to do, that, you know, by all means, put a similar video out. And, you know, I'll be sure to, you know, ask some questions. And as per the questions, now how I would handle it, I think the way Lambo's going to do it, it would be the same kind of thing the way Lambo's doing it. You know, on this particular video that I'm doing now, you can ask my questions in this particular video. Now, people who have grown up with me, people who know me, know that I'll talk about any particular topic. There's no topic that's off topic to me. I'll ask any question that anybody would ever ask. Some wish they didn't, because I'm a very, very, very open person. But this is YouTube. And we all know that there are ladies who watch these videos, and there are a younger crowd that watch the videos. And you know, speaking about the younger guys, I've noticed in the last little while, and I'm sure a lot of you other guys have noticed, there's been a real influx of new subscribers without any videos. They're just new into the hobby, so I welcome them. I've actually gotten a few PMs from them, some nice comments, so it's nice to see new people coming into the community. But like I said, on that note, you know, privately I would answer any question you'd ever ask me. But like I said, this is YouTube, so try to keep the questions brief and respectable. I don't know how this is going to turn out. I know Lambo's is kind of exploded. He's pretty excited about a lot of questions. He's going to kind of help me out with handling of that when you know, the second video comes out. So anyways, that's pretty well it. That's the deal. This particular video, you can ask me any question that you want. Like I say, try to keep them respectful and brief. And I will wait a few days and post another video and basically answer the questions. And we'll just see how it goes. I don't know if it's going to be too overwhelming. I'm not as good on the computer as some of you other guys are. That's why Lambo said that he would help me. And so we'll see how it goes, guys. I hope, you know, you can be inspired to maybe do your own. I hope you don't find it too boring or too monotonous. I know, like I said, I don't want you guys to get too tired of looking at me. I don't typically do these in front of camera videos, but I'm actually finding them kind of good for my self-esteem. So anyways, I think that's it, guys. So DX12, oh my God. Wayne's Butler signing off. I don't know whether to shit or wind my watch. Peace on 12.